Okay, today we're going to look at section 2.5, equations of line. We're going to talk about a couple different ways to write an equation. We'll start with the slope-intercept form of an equation of a line. It's in the form y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. We also have a standard form, which is ax plus by equals c, with integer values for a, b, and c, and a greater than or equal to 0. So find the slope and the y-intercept of the following line, then graph it. Well, first of all, if we look at this, if we solve for y, that puts it in slope-intercept form. So let's go ahead and solve for y. I have 2y, and I'm going to subtract 8x from both sides. I have 2y equals negative 8x plus 16. Divide by y, or by 2, and we get negative 4x plus 8. So in this case, m is negative 4. So my slope is equal to negative 4, which is negative 4 over 1. And b is the y-intercept is 8. So I know I had the point 0, 8. So now I can use what we learned last time and start out with my intercept. Now, so my rise is negative 4. So that means I can go down 4 and then I go over 1. I can go down 4 and over 1. Now I've got 3 points that makes for a pretty easy way to sketch my line. And there is the line. If we're given a point and a slope, we can find the equation of the line using what's called the point-slope form of the equation of the line. Given the slope m and a point x1, y1 on a line, we have y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So write the equation of a line that has slope negative 1/2 and passes through the point negative 4, 3. Give the equation in slope-intercept form and standard form. So first we're going to use slope-intercept form. So we're going to use this form here, this point-slope formula of a line. And I'll go ahead and copy it down. So I have my point, my y1 is 3. I have y minus 3 equals, my slope is negative 1/2 times x minus negative 4. So do some distribution here. I get negative 1/2 x minus 2. So that is, well, not quite. Let's add 3 to both sides. Y equals negative 1/2 x plus 1. That is my slope-intercept form. Now I want this in standard form. So need to bring this negative 1/2 x over. So I bring it over and I get y plus 1/2 x equals 1. Or 1/2 x plus y equals 1. And it says to have integer values. So I'll multiply the whole thing by 2 and get x plus 2y equals 2. And that is my standard form. Now we can also find the equation of a line if we're only given 2 points. First we find the slope, and then we use the slope point formula. So write the equation of a line that passes through the point negative 4, 3, and 5, negative 1. Give the equation the slope-intercept form and standard form. So first we need the slope. m equals, we'll call this 0.2 and 0.1. I have -1 minus 3 over 5 minus -4. This is -4 over 9. That is my slope. So now I have y minus, and I could use either of these points. I'm going to go with 0.1 here. So y minus 3 equals -4 ninths x minus -4. So here I have y minus 3 equals -4 ninths x minus 16 ninths. Then I'm going to add 3, which is 27 ninths. So I get y equals -4 ninths x plus 11 ninths. And that is slope-intercept form. Now, I want to put this in standard form. The first thing I probably do is go ahead and multiply everything by 9. So I have 9y equals -4x plus 11. Add 4x to both sides, and I get 4x plus 9y equals 11. And there is my standard form. Okay, now we'll talk about parallel and perpendicular lines. Two lines are parallel if they have the same slope. Two lines are perpendicular if their slopes are negative reciprocals of each other. So that means if the slope of the first line is equal, and let's just say 1/2, actually no, let's say -2/3, then the slope of the perpendicular line would be 3/2. Essentially, you flip it and you change the sign. So find the equation of a line that passes through 2, -4 and satisfies the given condition. Give the equation in slope-intercept form. So I want a line parallel to the line 3x minus 2y equals 5. I have a point. I need a slope. So we need to solve for y. So subtract 3x from both sides. We get 2y equals 5 minus 3x. Divide by -2, and I get y equals -5 halves plus 3 halves x. Now that's this line. So my slope here is 3 halves. I want a parallel line. So my slope of the parallel line is also 3 halves. So I go to my point slope formula, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. I have y minus -4 equal to 3 halves times x minus 2. So I have y plus 4 equals 3 halves x minus 6 halves, which is 3. I'm going to subtract 4, and I get y equals 3 halves x minus 7. And that is my line, parallel to this line through this point. Okay, perpendicular to the line. So same line through the same point. So perpendicular to this line now through the same point. So since we know the slope of this line is 3 halves, the slope of our perpendicular line would be flip it and change the sign. So now we go to our point slope formula again, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. I have y minus -4 equals negative 2/3 times x minus 2. So y plus 4 equals negative 2/3 x plus 4/3. Now we're going to subtract 4 from both sides, which is 12/3. So I have y equals negative 2/3 x minus 8/3. And there we are, slope-intercept form. And that's all there is for this section. As always, if you have questions, feel free to email me. We can set up a Zoom meeting if you need one. And have a good day.